guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today, I'm back with my partner, John P. How you doing, brother?
Good, how are you?
Good. And actually, if you guys don't know, John also has a YouTube channel, John P. Link in the description below, where he talks about watches with a slightly different perspective than I do.
Slightly different. Quite different.
So, John, before we get started today's video, what are you wearing?
Today, new addition to my my wrist, actually, ceramic Seamaster last gen, the non-wave dial. Put it on this rubber, and I gotta say, it's pretty impressive for what it is and the price point.
It's a personal collection, right?
This is, yeah, absolutely.
Well, you bought it from delraywatch.com.
Where else would I buy a watch?
Actually, guys, we just came back from the watch show. Bunch of new stock. Tudor Black Bay GMT, Omega Speedmasters.
Tons of them.
Rolex Explorers. I mean, a ton of new watches at delraywatch.com.
And that tourbillon.
Oh, and the Panerai tourbillon, of course. If you buy that, give us a call. We'll do something special
Full
for
review
you.
on my channel.
That is true. But, yeah, today I figured we'd talk about a couple things. I wanted to mention, the watch show. I wanted to kind of get your impressions, because we just came from the Miami dealer watch show. And also, at the watch show, you can kind of see wholesale prices, and we get an idea of the market. What do we think is trending upwards? What's a good value? What's a bad value? And,
International, because it's from all over the world.
It's from all over the world. The shows happen every couple months. New York, Vegas, LA, Miami. This one happens to be Miami. Hong Kong, of course. So yeah, John, what did you think? What did you notice at this watch show?
Ooh, almost no Rolex sports models current gen. Ceramic sports models, forget about it. And the ones that were there, they were almost trading more than they trade for on the internet.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. You could buy, as a dealer, right? You could buy a let's make up a number, $9,000 sub to sell it for $95,000, but after credit card fees and shipping, you put $100 in your pocket on a $9,000 investment. So Rolex sports models are still hot as ever, and the spread between wholesale and retail is tiny. So if you guys are trying to beat a dealer up, beat us or someone else for a discount on a sports model, don't be too disappointed if you get turned down. It's just the truth. There's a very little margin there.
And the guys that were there buying watches to sell those, that were paying that price, don't sell online. So if you don't sell online and you don't compete like we do with Del Rey Watch online, then they're selling them for even more in the walk-in stores. And those are the guys that are putting them in their case, not us online guys. It's not possible.
I just don't believe, I'm not spending $9,000 to stock something to make $200.
I mean, even more. That would have been a rip.
It's true. It's like $95. I think it was Box and Papers 2017, wholesale price $95.50.
$9,000 for a sub no date on a strap.
Yeah, I almost had a chuckle. But actually, what I did notice, and what we did buy a lot of, and I think there's great value right there, is Omega. Rolex skyrocketing in value, Omega also going up a little bit in value, but Speedmasters, Seamasters, Planet Oceans, extremely high quality watches.
Oh yeah.
Okay, extremely high quality watches. But when you think you can get a coaxial 8500 movement Planet Ocean for $4,000 pre-owned, but a sub is going to cost you $10,000, which is more than double the Planet Ocean, I think the caliber of watch is exactly the same. And actually, by the way, I'm wearing my GP. I forgot to wearing my GP. But I'm just saying,
Isn't that interesting, though? If anyone's noticed, we're wearing alternatives to the two hottest watches in the market. You're wearing a Royal Oak or a Nautilus alternative. I'm wearing a Submariner alternative.
Well, it's just because I've been doing this for so long, and the prices no longer make sense.
I
mean, are you telling me that this GP is worth 20 times less than a Nautilus?
Absolutely not.
And are you telling me that a Planet Ocean is worth less than half of a Submariner?
Probably not. At least the current gen, the spec for spec, it's better. I also did a video about that.
Yeah, and I'm not pooping on Rolex. I like Rolex. I own 2 Rolexes.
Don't do that. That'll cause the price to go down.
I'm just saying, at what point is enough?
It seems like across YouTube, everyone is talking about that. Everyone made a video that said the Rolex bubble is going to burst. Now everyone's video is
I made a ton of those, but I'm going to be honest. I don't see it happening. Not soon. There's no evidence to support that. I quote people crazy prices for Rolex because that's what they're costing us, and they're still buying it.
A friend of mine wanted remember he wanted that ceramic Submariner, and we gave him like the friend's price, which is our break even. He thought we were making like $5,000 on him.
Yeah, that's literally what we paid.
I'm sorry, it's my friend. I can't do anything.
It is what it is. But yeah, these watch shows are, you kind of get to see what's going on, but at the same time, some sad news.
Oh wow,
not gonna disclose names for obvious reasons, but two of our good friends got robbed
for millions.
Well, one guy $500,000
total.
Yeah, millions. One guy $500,000, and he's pretty much out of business. He's pretty much gone. The other gentleman is going to be doing a lot better. It's a bigger dealer, better insurance policy, but it's just it's kind of makes you think, kind of not safe.
He was probably wearing Submariner.
You never know, but yeah, it's sad little thing. I think we just wanted to mention on the channel. If you're watching, buddy, we're with you. We're real sorry, and if we can do anything to help, let us know.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, what can we do? I actually think a bunch of dealers are getting together and starting a GoFundMe, which obviously we're going to participate in, just because get the guy back on his feet.
Oh, that's nice.
But it still kind of sucks. Apart from that, another little trend that I've noticed: Richard Mille.
Oh.
There's a big discrepancy, right? There's some, and they're always going to be expensive, but there's some that you can pick up in, under retail, like significantly under retail, and there's some that are triple, quadruple retail. Now, people say that's the same with everything, but that's not true, because Patek Philippe, Calatravas, which are under retail, are slightly under retail, and Nautiluses are 2, 3, 4 times retail. Richard Mille, it's a much wider margin. Like the round ones and the square ones, you can pick up for 40-50% off, but the other ones, they're double, triple retail, so it's an even larger spread.
It's much more gross. In that margin, though, it's a different arena of buyer, though, right? It's like the guy that's going to buy a 50,000 Richard Mille can probably shell out the 150.
Yeah, I think once you hit a certain price point, you can kind of buy pretty much whatever you want.
Like, there's no alternatives, Like, when you're talking about a Nautilus, like, you can get yourself into an Aquanaut.
Royal Oak, Aquanaut, Laureato, overseas.
Well, there's no alternatives within that brand.
Oh yeah, well yeah, within that brand, yeah, you have Aquanaut. I guess that's about it.
So when you have that type of budget, if you don't like something, then you're really not willing to pay for it. When you're also willing
but
to
in
really
Richard
pay
Mille,
for
they all kind of look the same. So I guess you can pick and choose.
It's just a different playing field,
Totally different playing field. And also, what else? Yeah, we noticed South America.
Oh,
Mexico. Don't ask us why. The Mexican dealers, they actually had a ton of Rolex stock. Supposedly, it's not that hard to walk into an AD in Mexico they're not going to have it in the case. Like, it's not easy. But supposedly, the wait lists in Mexico, not that high for steel sports models. So if you guys are traveling to Mexico...
But it's not, vacation towns.
Yeah, it's not exactly vacation towns. But if you have connections in Mexico, I guess we should take a trip down there, see if we can snag some subs.
Yeah, right. And there's actually one guy, and he watches this show, and he was the one telling us this.
Yeah. Actually, a viewer of the channel was like, yeah, come down to Mexico to my store. We'll get 20 Rolex you want. I'm like, literally, I was in the office the next day booking tickets. I'm like, John, we're going to be millionaires.
Yeah, you're 6-star hotel in,
Cancun,
wherever, Ciudad de Rosa or something. I don't even know where it was.
We can't confirm that, actually. We haven't gone, but it is something we're kind of investigating. But yeah, apart from that, summer, especially the Miami show in summer, is the slow time for watches. Not too many people showed up. We still picked up a lot, though, and, we just kind of wanted to give you an update of the market trends. I think we noticed on the floor.
Tudor. We have to talk about the Tudor trends, because this is unbelievable.
The
last show we went to, tons of Tudor available at low prices. We both have done videos on this. Other people have as well. Tudor was just dumping in price. Amazing watch, but the prices really took a dive.
Here's the thing.
Now there's no Tudor there.
There's no vintage Tudor there. So, Tudor subs were all sold out. but there was a lot of modern Tudor.
You saw modern Tudor?
I mean, well, maybe not at the show, but 2 days before the show, we were at Tourneau in Bell Harbor.
Tourneau had them.
And they had all the blue, like the Blue Dial Black Bay. They had the two-tone Black Bay Chrono, which just came out. I mean, they had all the Pelagoses. I mean, they had literally everything. So I'm thinking it's Rolex collectors that can no longer afford vintage subs, picking up vintage Tudor subs, but the modern Tudor, which is an excellent watch, and it's still, like, the GMT is still hot, the 58 is still hot. There's a few of them that are still hot, but they're just not as hot as they used to be.
So the guys that I still think exist that would flip Tudors, you know, they'd go from this Tudor model to that Tudor model, and they originated as Panerai guys, they've been almost pushed away by the guys that can't get into the Rolex, and that's why you see Tourneau pushing that primary, and they're not floating around pre-owned anymore because they're no longer worn by the guys that were going between models in the latest and the greatest.
I mean, that's quite an extrapolation, but I don't think you're wrong.
It's a working theory. Look for the white paper.
Yeah.
Still working on it.
I don't think you're wrong, but yeah, that was the watch show.
And what about the free breakfast? Because I know they're wondering.
You mean when I went to breakfast, I ate like 2 muffins and like a coffee, and I just walked into the show, and then they charged you.
Yeah, it said very clearly, like, breakfast is $20 or something, and you're like, oh, the free breakfast.
I didn't even see the sign. I just stuffed my face. Who can buy watches on an empty stomach? I get cranky. You gotta negotiate. You gotta be in a happy mood.
Yeah, if you want a better price, send a little fruit basket.
But anyway, guys, that's it today. Please don't forget to check out Del Rey Watch and subscribe to my partner John, and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. Guys, thank you so much, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.